The banana who wanted to be a superhero. In the bright, bustling aisles of Sunnyvale grocery store, inside basket number 3, lived a banana named Benny. Benny wasn't an ordinary banana. No, no, no. Benny believed that deep inside his yellow peel lived the heart of a true superhero. Every night, once the store lights dimmed and the cleaning robot zipped around humming tunes, Benny practiced his superhero poses. He stood tall, peeled slightly at the top like a dramatic cape, and declared in his deepest voice, "I am Super Banana, protector of the produce section." The apples who lived beside him rolled their eyes so often they practically rolled out of the basket. "Benny," said Annie Apple one night, "superheroes are strong and tough." "And you bruise when someone sneezes too hard," added Andy Apple. But Benny didn't give up. "A true hero doesn't need to be tough," he replied proudly. "He just needs courage." The apples shook their heads. "Good luck with that," they said. The first rescue, saving Charlie Cherry. The next morning was no ordinary morning. The store was filled with shoppers because a giant red sign read, "Sale today." People rushed everywhere. In all the excitement, a tiny cherry named Charlie rolled off the counter. "Help! I'm too round to stop myself," Charlie squeaked as he headed toward the cold, hard floor. Benny gasped. "This is it! My first superhero mission!" He bravely leaped out of the basket. Unfortunately, bananas aren't very aerodynamic. Benny spun, wobbled, flipped, and landed with a loud plop right beside Charlie. He actually startled Charlie so much that the little cherry bounced into a nearby lettuce head and stopped safely. "You saved me, kind of," Charlie said. Benny dusted off his peel. "A hero's methods may be unusual," he declared, "but the results speak for themselves." Even the apples had to admit, well, he didn't totally ruin everything. The second rescue, stopping the runaway cart. Later that afternoon, things took a turn for the chaotic. A shopping cart, left unattended by a distracted shopper, began rolling toward the vegetable section. Mr. Potato was snoozing peacefully right in its path. "A runaway cart!" shouted a carrot. Benny didn't hesitate. He taped a napkin to himself as a cape and shouted, "Super Banana to the rescue!" He slipped off the counter, slid across the shiny tiles, and zoomed toward the cart. "Don't worry, Mr. Potato. I'll save—" Whoa! Instead of skillfully stopping the cart, Benny crashed into it face first. The cart came to a stop because, well, Benny was literally stuck underneath its wheel. Mr. Potato woke up blinking. "Is it breakfast time already? Why do I smell banana pancakes?" The whole produce section gathered around. "You did it, Benny," Andy Apple said. "Even if you, got a little mashed," Annie added. Benny, flattened but smiling, said, "A bit of mush is a small price to pay for justice." The third rescue, freeing Mrs. Muffin. That night, once the shoppers were gone and the store was quiet, a sudden crash echoed through the aisles. "The cookie jar!" cried Cookie Crumb number 47. "It fell, and Mrs. Muffin is trapped." Everyone panicked, except Benny. "Stand back, citizens," he said confidently. "This looks like a job for Super Banana." Mrs. Muffin was indeed stuck under a heavy glass jar, her sprinkles scattered everywhere. "Oh dear, I can't move," she moaned. Benny pushed with all his might. He pulled, he tugged, he karate kicked, gently. Nothing worked. The jar wouldn't budge. Then Benny remembered something important. Bananas are slippery. He positioned himself beside the jar. Time for the banana peel slip slide. With a dramatic yell, "Banana boost!" he slid underneath the jar. His peel made the jar shift just enough to roll off him, freeing Mrs. Muffin. You saved me! Mrs. Muffin cried. Everyone cheered. Even the celery snapped in excitement, which was the celery version of clapping. You really are a hero, said Annie Apple. A mushy one, added Andy, but definitely a hero. Benny beamed brighter than the store lights. Being a hero isn't about being perfect, he said. It's about doing your best to help others, even if you get squished. A hero is born. The next morning, the store manager noticed all the produce gathered around Benny. Curious, he made a new sign. Home of Benny the Super Banana, the bravest fruit in Sunnyvale. Right beneath it hung a shiny red paper cape. Benny slipped it on proudly. Who's ready for another adventure? He asked. And from that day on, everyone in Sunnyvale grocery store knew one thing. You don't need superpowers to be a superhero. You just need a big heart and a brave peel. If you liked the story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.